जी सर।
फर्स्ट मैम फेरिल इरहाम मुजाहिद सर फ्रॉम इंडोनेशिया से बहुत टाइम से जुड़े हैं हमसे, तो फर्स्ट उनका रहेगा, फिर अदर्स जो अपने लिस्ट के हिसाब से। वेलकम सर फेरिल इरहाम मुजाहिद सर, फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ मुजाहिद, इंडोनेशिया। प्लीज स्टार्ट सर, ओनली 5 मिनट।
Okay, could I share my PPT, sir? You are not allowed to share my PPT. Okay. Now today I would like to share my PPT on multi-rubrics English proficiency test frameworks for students at university teachers training program. So, what is the background of study is in the contemporary landscape of teacher education, an increasingly critical emphasis has been placed on the language proficiency of pre-service teachers, particularly in contexts where English has been adopted as a medium instruction or an essential academic competency. Furthermore, in response to this identified gap, the integration of multi-rubric assessment system has been increasingly proposed and in some instances adopted within a teacher education program. Basically, the topic of discussion we could discuss on the first rubric, scholastic test, TOEFL-like, IELTS-like, GRE-like, and SAT-like capabilities test, and the last one is performances language testing on social media. The first one is scholastic text, TOEFL-like, IELTS-like, and SAT-like, and also GRE. Scholastic texts are standardized assessment designed to evaluate students' academic readiness, language proficiency, and critical thinking skills. Those are practice. The tests are used often for practice, placement, or preparatory purposes. The first one, TOEFL-like test. Exam is modeled after official TOEFL, assessing non-native English speaker ability to understand and use English in academic settings. Thus, the TOEFL-like test more likely relies on IBT. The first one is reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So, is respond reading and listening tasks. Okay, the second one is IELTS-like. The International English Language Testing System by British Council. We could discuss about listening for recording with questions, reading 3 long texts, varying question types, writing task 1 report and task 2 essay, and speaking face-to-face interview with an examiner. The third one is GRE test, verbal reasoning, quantitative reasoning, and analytical writing. This test could be used in terms of MBA, Master of Business Administration, and other managerial school, management school, and managerial lesson plan. And the last one is SAT-like test. The Scholastic Assessment Test is a practice version of the SAT. A college admission test in the United States includes evidence-based reading and writing, math, and optional essay. Thus, these tests more likely used in science and engineering. We could like MIT and other schools. So we discuss also about capability test. A capability test refers to an assessment designed to evaluate learners' overall ability to or competencies in specific domain. This one, development mastery test, evaluate overall language competencies, listening and reading. We also could test speaking and writing. We also could test them on language literacy. And the last one is critical reading literacy, and also spoken discuss understanding. Those tests could be taken in a appropriate or overall test or part of it that students need it. It's based also. And the last one is performances language tests on social media. We could discuss on how this test typically on content creating, scheduling and posting, and engagement. Also, we could specific on analyzing content on social media, data collection, data analysis, reporting, and optimization. So, in conclusion, the integrating of multilingual, dynamic, and globalist nature of education environment has necessitated a reassessment of English proficiency standards for pre-service teachers, particularly in contexts where English serves as an academic and instructional medium. And I think multi-rubric assessment has been observed to align more closely with the authentic communicative demand encountered by teachers in diverse intercultural education setting and making them pedagogically relevant and professionally essential. Okay, I think that's enough for me. Thank you so much for the this is my presentation talks on multi-rubric testing. Thank you, sir, for the chance. Namsaki.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sahil Abraham, sir. Good presentation, sir.